the game with you. Life can be terribly tame if you don't play the game with two. And I want to play the game with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and children. Welcome to the Generation Game. Nice to see you. And thank you, first of all, a big thank you for, the response of last week. I happened to mention, just by chance, I needed a new car. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got 4 Rolls Royces. Really. And one from my local garage, which I may get. And then I've got 4 E-Types. I've got a Mercedes. Well, I've got so many cars, I no need to use the same one, every 2 or 3 months. So I'm so thrilled. In fact, I'm so thrilled I haven't got an opening joke. Anyway, let's say hello to the hostess for the series, the very lovely Anthea Redfern. Look at that! See-through boots.
Yes,
like it.
Very fashionable.
Yeah, hey, what about the cars?
Aren't they wonderful?
Oh.
Have you seen them?
No, well, I only heard about it just before the show. I didn't know it was...
Here they are.
Is this... Well, I say.
Aren't they lovely?
So it was all a joke for Uncle Bruce, was it, kids?
No,
All right.
These were sent from all the girls and boys from all over the country.
Ah.
Which is rather lovely, with lots of lovely
Well,
letters
I did
also.
know about it, actually, and that's just some of them. And boys and girls, we're going to send those to an orphanage, so you've done an awful lot of good. So thank you very much indeed.
There is one letter, Bruce, which I'd like to read to you. It
Oh,
says, Dear Bruce, you asked for a car. Well, I couldn't post you one at once, so I'm sending you bit at a time.
Oh, yeah. Who's it from?
It's from Morris Clifton of Sidcup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's sending me a bit at a time.
Yes,
well, at least that's something, isn't it? A bit at a time. How many cues do you want? Anyway,
Hello, Dad.
Yeah, I thought you'd like, get off. Like that. Anyway, what do you think about all that?
Diamonds.
Oh, now she's at it. Right, let's meet the aides who are going to generate. Whoa! There we are. OK, Anthea, I think we're ready for our first couple, who are, of course...
This is Jane Danes and Ron Wowell.
I see, over here. Is that Ron Wowell or...
Waywell.
Oh, sorry, Waywell.
Yeah.
All right, don't worry, dear, nobody noticed. Ron Waywell from Canterbury in Kent, and you've worked your way up from cook to group catering manager in the hospital service serving. You serve 2,000 people.
2,000, yes.
2,000 people. Well, you've really worked your way up. That's marvellous. You're a Yorkshireman and by birth have lived in Kent since 1942 when you met your wife at a dance at your billet in Canterbury.
Yes, that's
You
right.
had a dance in your billet?
We also had dancers in the billets.
Really? Oh, marvellous. You fought with her for 4 years, and... oh, sorry, you fought with in the 8th Army. Sorry about that. I don't want to know about that. Anyway, in the Italian campaign, and you visited the Anzio Beach recently and found the actual dugout where you dug in 27 years before.
Yes, that's
Is that right?
Yes, perfectly true.
Well, that's smart.
Yes.
I'd hate to go to Margate with him, wouldn't you? What a mess he'd make all over the place. Well, Jane Danes from Sturry in Kent also. You are a housewife and a mother of 2 energetic boys. Before this, you were a cashier in a bank, and your main ambition is to be a teacher, and you still might do this when your children are older. You also have an urge... Oh, I get them as well. Oh, you know, and they get bigger all the time, my urges. Do they really? Yeah. Don't we get on well? And your urge is to write short stories. Well, that's lovely. I wish you luck with that. And you once had to present a bouquet to the Queen, and you nearly dropped it. Well, what happened, dear?
Well, I was told to give it from my left hand to her left hand.
Oh, I see, yes.
But she took it with her right hand.
Oh.
And she nearly dropped it, but she didn't quite. She caught it.
Yeah, well, I mean, she could have at least turned up for a rehearsal, couldn't she? That's what I say. Right, Well, come over here, if you will, and we'll just meet our next couple, who are, Anthea?
Miriam Statham and Bill Osborne.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Miriam Statham and Bill Osborne. And you are father and daughter, of course. And you are mother-in-law and son-in-law. Yeah. What's this show coming to? I ask you. Well, that's very nice. It's very nice to see that. Miriam Statham, you are a housewife wife and a mother, and you also work full-time in the general office of a firm that manufactures typewriter ribbons. During the war, you were a nurse at Mount Vernon, where you had a very good time as it was a military hospital. Oh. So all those stories are true then, are they? About nurses. You then gave this up to earn more money because you were getting married. So you became a parachute inspector. You earned more money but didn't marry the man you were meant to anyway. Your husband turned out to be the son of your landlady in Manchester. What tangled webs we weave. It's like a script for Coronation Street. It really is. Miriam, you have been around, love, haven't you? Yeah. Anyway, over to you now, Bill. You are a mature student at Salford studying economics. Before this, you worked for an insurance company, and you then emigrated to Australia for 4 years with your wife. Is that right? Yeah. And you have 2 children. Angela was born shortly after you arrived in Australia, and Adrian was born shortly after you returned to Manchester. I see. It just shows you what a long and dangerous journey that can be. You can't play debt quoits all the time, can you? Is this thing working? Right, you're a great City supporter, and you make wine at weekends, and you work behind the bar at...
For you.
For me?
For you.
Oh, really? Chateau Plonk? Van Orange, specially bottled for Bruce Forsyth, vintage 1971, bottled November 1972. Oh, I think I'll open it about 1990.
Yeah, should be about right.
Should be about right by then. I hope I still am.
Yeah.
That's all I can. Well, that's lovely of you. Anthea, oh, sorry, it's here. There you are. Always there. Always there. Right, we're ready for game 1. That's very, very kind of you. So if you'll just get behind your lecterns, we will get on with the game. Now then, the first game is called National Costumes. Now, what actually is going to happen, you're going to see some people in their national costumes, and then we want you to write down which nationality you think they represent. It's as simple as that. And we have 6 of the beautiful girls from the Miss World contest. Out of 61 entrants, we only have 6 with us tonight, which we're very proud of. But, of course, that will be taking next Friday night at the Royal Albert Hall. So let's see the first national costume, and what's more important, what's inside it. Let's start with number 1 now. There we are. Lovely. Now, write down. That's it, dear. That's it. Give it a swing about. Swing it about. That's lovely. Write down what country you think this young lady represents, OK? Oh. Oh, I say, dear. Is she all right? Come back here, child. Lovely. Beautiful. Over here. Well, I say she's gone raving balmy. Right. Then now, could we have number 2 now? That was lovely. Number 2, please. Are you there? Yes, here she is. Now, write down. Write down which you think. Nice and quickly. Now, number 3. Write it down. OK. Here comes number 3. In her national costume. Very nice. Write down what you think for number 3. Have you done that? Good. Now, number 4. Thank you, my dear. There we are. All righty. Lovely. Number 4. Thank you, my dear. Okay, number 5 now. There we are. Very nice indeed. Very good. Write down what you think. Yes, you were thinking rightly, I think. OK, number 5. Sorry, number 6. Yes, there she is. Lovely. There we are. Yes, what a breadth of warmth. Right, would you... Now, girls, get in a straight line. How could they get in a straight line? What a silly question. There we are. Now, starting from the beginning, if you will, my love, just stand right there. Now, I'll get in the middle here. What have they got for number 1, Anthea?
Number 1, they've got Mexico.
Mexico.
Yes.
Well, they've got here Argentina, but she is, of course, yes, she's nodding there, Miss Argentine Olga Cognini.
Yes.
Very nice too, dear. Thank you very much indeed. So, 3 points for our side. The next one, would you mind, my love, going in there? What have they got for that?
They've got Miss Jamaica.
And they've got Miss Sierra Leone. But she is, of course, Miss Liberia, and you are Cecilia King. And good luck on Friday. OK? Bye-bye, then. Can we have number 3, please? What have they got for number 3?
Number 3 is Miss Holland.
Miss Holland?
Yes.
And they've got Miss Yugoslavia. Well, and of course it is Miss Greece, and you are Helen Lykissa. You like a kisser? Is it Lykissa? Or
Likissa.
Oh, Likissa. Oh, well, you know, scrub her off the short list. Thank you, my love, very much indeed. Lovely. You have number 4 in there. What have they got for this one?
Number 4, Miss Japan.
Japan, and they've got Miss Taiwan. But it is, of course, Miss Japan. So 3 points for you. And you are Akiko Kazitani. Yes. I think I've got a radio made by your... There we are. Good luck on Friday. Thank you so much. There she is. Now we have number 5, Miss... could you just go in there? I nearly gave it away, didn't I? What have they got for number 5, then?
Number 5, Miss Canada.
Miss Canada?
Yes.
Well, we've got Miss Finland. And you are Miss Finland, and you... Anneli Björkling.
Björkling.
Oh, Björkling.
Yes.
Björkling.
Yes.
Oh! Anyway, good luck on Friday, my love. Lovely, Miss Finland. There we are. And what have they got for number 6, Anthea?
Number
sorry,
6.
my love, would you mind?
Number 6, Miss Pakistan.
Miss Pakistan?
Yes.
And they've got Miss Ceylon. And you are, of course, Miss Philippines from the Republic of Philippines, Eva Reyes. And good... Reyes. There we are. And good luck. Good luck, my love. Lovely. Thank you, Anthea. Miss Reyes. I hope it doesn't rain, dear. Otherwise, it'll all go soggy, wouldn't it? Right, in you come then, and let's have a look at the old scoreboard, see how we get. Jane and Ron 3, Miriam and Bill 6. Not too good marking, but I bet Dad enjoyed it at home, didn't you, Dad? We had a good game for you at home. Right, so game number 2 is here. Now, this is called the Price War, this game. You see, you're now the elder member of the generation, which will be you in your case and you in your case. We want you to do the old prices. In old pounds, shillings and pence, we want you to do the new prices, OK? Now, I'll explain what I mean. First of all, the road tax. What did it cost in 1947 and what does it cost now? English land, price per pound. What did it cost then? What did it cost now? Radio licence. What was that then? What is it now? Bread, a 28 unsliced loaf, 28-ounce unsliced loaf. OK, what was it then? What is it now? Telephone, the maximum installation charge for a telephone, the maximum. What was it then and what is it now? OK, and don't forget, you'll do the old pounds, shillings and pence, you'll do the new one, and the same goes for you. OK, will you get to your marks? And try not to mask the cameras if possible. Put your little ticks at the side of which you think is the correct answer. Your little ticks in each case. OK, go ahead, starting from now. Put the ticks alongside, right alongside what you think is the correct answer. You haven't got too much time, so just have guesses if you can't do anything else. Put one wherever you think. That's it. Now, would you two come over here and you two get to the other side there with Anthea? Because you didn't know the answers would be idea, did you? Well, there you are. There we have all the answers. So, Anthea, let's get on with it. Now, what have they got for 1947? In the old pence, £7.10 they've got here, which is wrong. What have they got there?
We're right here, which is 10 shillings.
10 shillings, so you get 2 points your side for that. What's that? £10, dear, not 10 shillings.
Sorry, £10.
Yes, £10, right. So you're 2 points up, but I knew what you meant, dear.
Thank you, Bruce, thank you.
Yeah. Right, now moving over to 1972, what have they got for that?
£25.
Which is right, they've got it here as well, so 2 points each for the last one, Arthur. OK, now moving on to the lamb, what is it, £1? Well, the correct answer is 1 shilling and 5 pence, but we've got 2 and 5 pence, so we're wrong this side.
We're right this side, 1 shilling 5 pence.
You are, good, so 2 points for your side, Anthea, and moving on to 1972, in new pence.
30 new pence, which is right.
You've got it right,
yes.
And we've got it wrong, so your side scored 4 points on that game. Right, the radio, what did it cost in 1947?
£1, which we're right over here.
Yeah, and we're wrong here. Oh, yeah, you really didn't. You don't remember, do you, love? I see. And then moving on to 1972.
£1.50, which is wrong.
Yes, because it's nothing now. It's nothing at all now. So we're both wrong with that last one. OK, the loaf, the 28-ounce loaf. We're right this time with 4pence halfpenny. And
we're wrong. 3pence halfpenny is wrong. It should be 4pence halfpenny.
Right, OK, then 1972, 12 new pence we've got, which is right.
Yes, we're right here also, 12
Good,
new
2
pence.
points each for that, Arthur. And moving on to the telephone, the maximum charge is 15 shillings is the correct answer. What have they got there?
I'm afraid they've put £1 5 shillings, which
They've
is wrong.
put £1 5 is wrong, which is wrong. And what has it gone up to?
It's gone up to £25.
No,
£35.
But the real answer is 35, so you're wrong there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a change. See where all the blooming money's going, can't you? £35 it is now. What an increase. Well, there we are. No points for that. So come to the centre and let's have a look at the old scoreboard. Jane and Ron, 15. Miriam and Bill, 12. So there we are. Who won? Oh, you did. I was so confused with the marking, I couldn't tell you myself. So here are your consolation prizes. I'm sorry this is where we lose you, and we'll see you in our semi-final, which will be coming up very soon. OK? Hey! Right you are. Now then, Anthea, our next couple are...
Claude and Soraya Sin.
Sign. Sign. Sign, is that right? It is sign. Yeah, I thought it was. It's S-Y-N-E. So come nice and close. First of all, Claude, you're Soraya's daughter from Wembley, and you're an engineer.
My father.
Oh, sorry, your father, yes. It was the glasses. Get out. Right. You're an engineer from Trinidad, and you've been in England for 12 years, and you love the country very much indeed, and your main hobby is gardening, but you enjoy most sports, and you play cricket and table tennis. Yes, I see. And you worked regularly with Racial Harmony. Yes, have they done the LPs? No. Oh, sorry, sorry, Racial Harmony International.
Yes.
It's a social club.
Yes, it is.
And you're the secretary.
Yes.
I see. And you have 5 daughters. Oh, you're very social, aren't you? Yes. And your wife's uncle is a judge back in Trinidad.
Yes.
Oh, so now we know why you left.
Yes.
Yes, here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. If he bears a grudge, look out, here comes the judge. Anyway, welcome, Claude. Now, Soraya, and it is pronounced Soraya. You're a very bright girl, it says here, and you've got 10 O-levels, and you're taking your A-levels in June, right. After which you hope to do medical school in September. What do you actually want to be at the end of all this?
Doctor.
Oh, you want to be?
Medical doctor.
A medical doctor.
Yes.
Lovely, lovely. Well, good luck with that. You like reading, playing hockey and volleyball for the school. You love music, you play the piano and cooking. You are a busy little bee. You collect dolls in national dress. I think after tonight there's a few here I'd like to. And have a vast collection of pencils from all over the world, about 300, and you brought a coronation pencil for me to see. Oh, yes. But you want it back? Oh. Well, that was the end of that, wasn't it? Oh, it unscrews, yes. It looks very... Oh, it is a beauty. It is... Oh, it is very, very nice indeed, dear. No wonder you want it back. But it was a lovely moment. Yeah. Gone forever. All right, there's Soraya and Claude over here, and we'll meet our next couple, Anthea, who are...
Mrs. Edith Argo and Alan Middleton.
I see. OK, come... And now you are aunt and nephew. That's right, isn't it? And Edith from Fettercairn in Scotland. Fettercairn in Scotland. You're married to a farmer. Oh, really? All muck and tractors. Yes. I know the sort, yes, those boots. And you have 2 sons and a daughter, and the farm is about 600 acres. Well, that's a lot of muck and a lot of tractors. Mixed animal and crops. And you used to be a school teacher, and you're an MA. Oh.
Yes.
What's that, a muck advisor? A muck advisor. Anyway, but now you're an unpaid secretary and housewife. Oh, I know what you mean, dear. And you do a little driving for the Red Cross, and you do a lot of work for the local West Indians. Oh, that's nice to know. Yes. Is it the West Indians?
I don't think so.
Oh, Women's Institute. You see, I get no information at all. No information at all do I get. Anyway, over to you, Alan. Middleton from Aberdeen. And you're married with a small son, aged 3. And you're a research student in chemistry at Aberdeen, Aberdeen University, working on oats.
Yes, that's right.
How long have you been working on oats?
Oh, about a year and a month.
Oh, don't you ever get hungry? And your father's hobby is genealogy?
Yes.
And he's traced the family back to Jacobite times,
yes,
only to discover that his great-great-grandfather was a brigand at the court of the Old Pretender.
Yes, he had to leave the country in a bit of a hurry.
Yes, I think so. Court of the Old Pretender. So actually you're related to Frankie Howard, then? Sorry, Frank, sorry. But you do owe me a meal. Your part in this was to have to go through the cemetery, scraping all the old gravestones to check information.
Yes.
Is this true?
This is very true.
Well, I think that's marvellous of you to go into all that trouble. That's great. You must look back into my past, you know.
Do you come from Aberdeenshire by any chance?
No, not really.
Parents from Scotland?
Bruce Forsyth. I'm a Scot. Bruce Forsyth. Yeah. Right, well, now let's have game number 3, which is your first game, which is called Going for a Song. Now, all you've got to do is just go to your lecterns over there, if you will. Sarah and Claude, and Edith and Alan, over to your lectern there. And Going for a Song, this is something we did do a Going for a Song last year, and of course we decided to repeat the thing because it was so popular last year, but of course we couldn't possibly do it without the able services of Mr. Arthur Negus. Well, matey, lovely to see you again. And I'll just explain to our people what's going to happen. Arthur is going to explain these objects here we have, these articles we have, tell you a little bit about them, and then we want you to put a price on them. OK? Now, Arthur knows what they would fetch at an auction. Now, if you get near the nearest one to the price, we'll get a point. Or if you get pretty near, you get 3 points. If you get it right on the nose, you'll get 5 points. Is that quite clear? OK, over to you, Arthur.
A French automaton. A mechanical toy. You see, it represents a French chef. You see, he's been making some buns and a pie. Now, when you start the thing going, there's a musical box underneath. You'll see what happens. This was made in about 1880.
Really? It's very pretty, isn't it?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Look at that. Yes. Well, you see, 1880, what can you expect? See, it was made... Oh, there he goes, there he goes. Look at that, bit of action. And what's that underneath there?
Pussy.
Oh, a little pussy. Oh, look. How dull. Well, now then, what do you think? Would you like to put a price on that, Edith and Alan? We'll start with you, and I'm going to alternate so that you each get a chance to go first. What do you think, dear? She's taken the glasses off. She's given it great thought. We're waiting with bated breath, Edith. What do you think?
We think £100.
£100, thank you. And what do you say over there, Claude?
£50.
£50. And Arthur, what would it fetch at an auction?
I'm afraid the answer is 500.
500. 500. So you were the nearest, so you'll get 1 point. OK? But you'll be the first to go next time. Moving on then, Arthur, thank you.
Well, now, this is a lovely article. This is a thing called a standing salt. You know, in Elizabethan times, there was quite something to sit above salt.
This
was the most important thing on a dining table.
Yes.
The little top has holes in it. That actually unscrews and could be used as a little pepperette.
Oh.
There, that depression you see there could be well for salt.
Yeah.
And that one there...
Well, another one underneath.
Could be for nutmeg or spices.
Nutmeg or spices.
Now, that was made in 1599. It's fully hallmarked. It is Elizabeth I, 373 years old, and weighs 12 ounces.
12 ounces? Oh, you wouldn't believe how light that is. That is fantastic, Arthur. Well, now it's going to be your turn to give a price on it. What do you think?
£6.50.
650?
£50.
Fine. And
We think a bit higher. Yes, 1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
OK, Arthur.
£15,000.
We keep it in the packet. Right. All right, then, so you were the nearest again, so you get another 1 point, OK? I think that's fair, because they were still way out, £14,000 out, but you're still the nearest. Moving on. Now, this, Arthur, I think is delightful all day long. I think it's one of the... It's so beautiful, don't you think?
No, I think it's absolutely horrid.
Oh, yeah, but it's not that good, I suppose. It's not that good. It's a bit, you know, dull. It's faded. It's a blue and it's faded.
Made in this century.
This century?
About 1925.
Oh, that's why you don't like it.
A canoe with a couple in it.
Yes.
And they've tried to turn it into an inkstand. You see, it has
Oh, I see.
two little ink pots either end.
That's the idea of it.
But bear in mind it's modern.
Yes, modern.
And,
Yes.
well, you like
It's,
it.
it's romantic. I mean, she's, you know, got a hand here in the water and... I don't know where her other hand is, but... I suppose it's got something about it, you know, I suppose so. Now, is it your turn to go first? I think it is. Yes, now, what price would you put on this? Yes? Oh, they do love chatting, these two. Look at them go. What do you think?
75p.
75p? Must be daft. What would you say, Claude and Soraya?
£35.
£35. And what is it?
£40.
£40. So, very near. So you'll get 3 points for that, OK? So I think you've gone into the lead with that. Well done, Claude and Soraya. Now, moving on, then. This looks a bit peculiar. Right.
Yes, well, if you didn't know what this was, I don't think anyone could guess, because this is a thing called a bordeloo.
Bordeloo?
Yes, this was carried by ladies and used by ladies when nature forced them to use it.
Is this true?
Just a moment.
Really?
It was used, carried by them and used. They took it either to church or to the opera. And there was a Father Bordeloo who was known well for the length of the sermons he preached. And these things were named after
him because of that?
Bordeloo.
Well, that... All day long I thought it was a gravy boat. Oh, still, it takes all sorts, doesn't it? Right, well, Arthur, thank you very much. That is absolutely amazing. And the date of it, did you...
The date is 1785. I ought to say that this is a little bit rare because they're usually in pottery. This is in porcelain.
Understood, yes.
And was made at Salopian.
Yes, well, understandable.
Yes, quite.
Understandable. Yes. Sorry, your turn to have a guess. What price do you think?
£62.
£62. What would you say?
£100.
£100.
And I say 200.
200. So you're the nearest again. By £100 you're nearest. So 1 point for your side. Now, could we have the last object on, please? If we may. And Arthur, if you're sort of...
Well, I'm glad we got a piece of furniture because this is nice. An octagonal brass-bound wine cooler made about 1780 to designs by George Hepplewhite.
Oh, yes, good fellow.
See the radial veneers there, all cleverly thought out.
It is a beauty.
Brass-bound, brass carrying handles on the side. Original stand, in fact, everything there is absolutely as honest as the day.
Absolutely lovely.
A wine cooler, of course.
A wine cooler. Now then, you, I think, have the first go this time. Oh, no, wait a minute. No, sorry, you have the first go. What do you think? Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on, say something.
700, sorry.
£700. OK, and Claude and Soraya?
£1,600.
£1,600.
I'm afraid the answer's 500.
£500. So you were the nearest again, weren't you? So 1 point for your side. And Arthur Negus, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to meet you. Thank you, love. On you come. There we are. And let's have a look at the old old scoreboard. Soraya and Claude 3, Edith and Alan 4. So it's neck and neck. Not much in it at all. And very difficult, that game. Very, very difficult. I mean, we had a lot of valuable stuff there, didn't we? Right, for the next part, will you just come over here and sit yourselves down? OK, if you will. Or at least wait for some seats. There we are. Sit down, the ladies, anyway. And we're going to toss up, because in a moment, you're going to go in. Oh, you all right, dear? Oh, I thought something went wrong. Right. Heads or tails? Tails. Tails? Tails it is. Do you want to go first or second after this? First or second? You'd like to go first? Yeah. So you will go second. All right, then? So, because I'll call you straight over from there. All right, we OK, Don? Good. Oh, I'm not too sure of this. May I have our understudies on, just in case I go wrong? The understudies, please. There we are, lovely. All right, can we have all the gear on? Absolutely marvellous. First class. Are we ready? Yeah, get the stool down there. And we start at the top here. All right, Josephine and Marjorie? Off we go, then. Thank you. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Step aside, I'm on my way. I've got the blues, and up above it's so fair. Shoes, come on and carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise with the new step every day. All right. Thank you, John. Now then, can we have the first couple in, please? And Josephine and Marjorie, just give them a little, very, very brief demonstration so they know what is what. You're going to move the feather, are you then, Alan? Good. That's it. Hold your hands like that. That works the feet. OK, and get the fingers going on the piano and start him at the top, Alan. All right, then? Are we ready? Put my feet on the ground. But here we go, then. Right, thank you, Ronnie. Right, but first, I'll build a stairway to paradise every day. I'm gonna get there at any price. Step aside, cross the legs, cross the legs. Kick them up, and up, kick the legs up. And I'll carry me there. I'll build over to the steps to paradise. The steps up here, new step. Every day with the leg, no, up with the knee. Oh, can we have the next couple in, Soraya and Claude? Are you going to do? Are you going to? All right then, Claude. Oh, I've pulled a ligament or something. OK, get them sitting down at get him sitting down at the piano as well there, Soraya. And we start at the top here. OK, Claude, at the top. OK, the last time, Ronnie, in we go. I'll build a stairway to paradise with a new step every day. I'm gonna get there, cross the legs. Come by, I'm on my way. Kick them up in the air, you get the blues. And that's it, no fair. Shoes, come on, carry me there. I'll build a stairway to paradise. Up the stairs with the new step. Up the stairs. Up with the feet. Thank you, guys. Right. Here you come, then. Come right into the centre. And thank you again for being such good sports. Could you just get this side and let Josephine and Marjorie get in the middle? Well, now, how about that? They didn't do too badly, really.
Very good.
It is difficult.
Very good.
So how about the couple on our right? What do you think marks out of 10?
We think 8.
8 out of 10? Fine. Yes. OK, very good. And Soraya and Claude?
We give 9 out of 10.
Really?
I thought they were very good.
Lovely. Very deliberate. then, well, thank you once again, Marjorie Knight and, Josephine Knight and Marjorie Batts.
That's
All right, then,
right.
thank you so much. Off you go. Let's have a look at the old scoreboard. I knew it tonight of all nights. We would have a tie-breaker. Soraya and Claude, 12, Edith and Alan, 12. So we'll have to decide this by me asking a question, and the first one who answers it from either team will win the point, OK, and win the round. So the tiebreaker is this. Which is the smallest independent state in the world?
San Marino.
Zanzibar.
No, it's the state of the Vatican City. OK. Could go on all night. The next one. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Vegetable.
Fruit. First one there. You were, Soraya. So, you've won. Very close. I'm awfully sorry. But there we are. There are your consolation prizes. And we'll see you in our semi-final, which will be coming up in any moment now. Thank you so much. There we are, then. Thank you. Now, as you see, we're up to our semi-final, and Soraya and Claude will be playing Ron and Jane. Jane and Ron. Right. Well, you're over there, and... The semi-final is called Minefields. No. The semi-final is something you're going to watch, but unusual to our normal semi-final, it is then going to be a race. Because what you're going to see demonstrated is then up to you to do as quickly as you can. Because if you do it the quickest and you do it correctly, well, then you will have won outright. All right, then? So let's have a look at our demonstration. We have two smashing young men, Larry and Michael. There they are. And you are Larry?
Ogles.
Ogles?
Ogles.
Oh, Larry Ogles. Larry Ogles and
Michael Connick.
Connick. No wonder I couldn't remember the names. Right. And you are with what scout troop? What's it?
11th Southgate.
The 11th Southgate. Oh, near where I was born, Edmonton. Marvellous. All right, then we'll now... Oh, crikey, that was a bit late, but never mind. Now, you are finished with your demonstration, but we have a judge with us this evening who I know you're going to be very, very thrilled to meet, because I found out you didn't know much about him, but I'm sure you'll be able to mark his card as regards a bit of the demonstration as well, and the marking. All right, then? So thank you, lads. Away you go there, and... You take this one over here, and Claude and Soraya, you take that one there if you like, as you're nearest, and there you are. It's as quick as you can do it. And don't forget, if you do it quickly and you're the first to finish with... No, hold on! None of that, Sam. All right? Start that stuff with me, mate. Straight away. Chop it right down. Right, are you ready? Get set. Go! Da-da-da-da-da. Very good. You're about neck and neck at the moment. What are you doing, Soraya? Right. All right, Ron. OK, fine. Back in again. That's it. Good. Good. He keeps dropping it. Ron, that's it. What's happened here? What's happened? Doesn't fit. We'll get him in the right order. Yes, that's what's happened. Look, she's gone back to square one again here. You're all right now, look, that's it. You were doing so well, Ron. What happened? We're doing all right here. Apart from the end bit there. I don't like the look of that. You must have it in the wrong order, dear. How are you two up to? All right? Hey? Don't forget, when you finish, salute and you get inside, right? 10 seconds to go, 5 seconds to go. Right? Salute, salute and get inside. Salute and get inside your tent. Get inside your tent, salute. Get inside. Come forward, my loves. We don't need a judge, do we? Come here. What would you have done if the wind had been blowing? I don't know. Anyway, we've still got to have our judge, because I know you'd be very disappointed if you didn't meet him. So, may I say, someone who does so much for the Scout movement in general, Mr. Ralph Reeder. Hey Well, it's not going to be difficult, is it?
Well, no, I think they should spend their next vacation in a caravan.
I think so. But what about Mark? We've got to have it for the scoreboard. So Mark's out of 20 for Soraya and Claude.
Well, I'm sure out of 20.
Yes, I suppose they could have Charlie Drake living at the back of that. Yes.
I say 16.
16 out of 20. Well done. Very well done. And what about... Oh, I say.
Well, they did try.
They did try, yes. I'm glad we didn't do it on grass.
I'd say 14.
14 out of 20. You're being kind. But there you are. It is difficult if you don't get those things in the right way. Well, let's have a look at the old scoreboard. Sawyer and Claude, 16. Ron and Jane, 14. Very close, wasn't it? Very close. I mean, the fact it didn't stand up didn't make any difference. Still very close. Ralph Reeder, thank you so much for coming along and being a judge and all that sort of thing and entering into the spirit of our daft show.
Great.
And what is the next big thing in your...
Well, the next big thing will be the television version of the Royal Gang Show before Her Majesty the Queen, Prince Philip and Lord Mountbatten at Christmas.
That sounds marvellous, and thank you for telling us. I'm sure we'll all watch it. OK?
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye, Ralph. There we are. Your consolation prizes. I'm sorry you didn't get the polls in the right order, but that was what that was all about, wasn't it? Anyway, thank you for playing the Generation Game. Ron and Jane, here we are, standing close together. Face to face, okay? Now it's father against daughter. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. The first one who answers the question will win the point, providing, of course, the answer is correct. The first question coming up: which exiled head of state has recently returned to his own country? Perón. That's right, dear. You were right. Perón. Perón will do. Juan Perón of Argentina. Right, the next question coming up. She's one up on you, Dad. Right. What is a Rhode Island red? Shh.
A chicken.
A chicken, yes. Well done. You're one apiece now. Oh, the excitement mounts. The next one, and the last question, in the tonic solfa scale, what comes before la? So, you're right, my dear. That's a tricky one, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was, you had to really think. But well Well done, Soraya. There you are. Wait over there, Dad, and I'm sure if she's got a good memory, you'll go home with a few more things as well. So, Soraya, just go round there, my love. Right. Are you there, Soraya? All right, my dear, that's it. In front of you, there's a conveyor belt. Lots of articles will pass before your eyes. Have a real good look. You have 45 seconds to have a look, starting from now.
An electric frying pan, a teddy bear, a pine stool, a hold all, a picnic case, a dome clock, a spice wheel, an umbrella stand, an electric fan heater, 2 casseroles, a dartboard and 3 darts, a wine table, a record player, a carving set, a goblet, a car vacuum.
All right, round you come, Soraya, and keep thinking all the time, my dear. Have a good think. That's it, round you come. Thank you, Anthea. There we are, my love. Over here. Now then, did you have a good look? I hope you did, because everything you remember you saw, you'll take home with you tonight. So you have 45 seconds to recount your thoughts, starting from now.
A bag, a stool.
A bag, a hold all, a stool.
Electric frying pan.
Electric frying pan thing, yes.
A record player.
A record player.
Spices.
Spices, you have the mixed spices.
A pan. A casserole pan.
A casserole pan, yes.
A teddy.
A teddy bear.
Oh, no, there was electric drill business.
A drill, electric drill.
A vase. No, a glass thing.
A glass thing. Yes, that's good enough. A glass thing. A car vacuum thing as well,
Oh,
I
yes,
think.
an electric thing.
Electric things. Did you talk with your hands, dear? Making me a bag of nerves. What else was there? Dartboard?
Oh, a dartboard, yes.
Yes.
Some stainless steel.
Stainless steel things. Yes, a sort of a carving set.
Yes.
Very nice, too. Oh, didn't she do well? Yes. Come on, Claude. There we are. She did do well, didn't she? Fine. Well, that's all we've got time for this week. Hope you can join us again next week. Good night and God bless you all. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks. Bye.